Aare Kurunmi, the Lion of Ijaye. Before the drums of war echoed through Yoruba land, before the clash of steel and the roar of muskets filled the air, there was Aare Kurunmi, the warrior, the statesman, the legend. He was not just a military leader, he was a force of nature. His name carried weight in every council of war. His presence commanded both fear and respect. Kurunmi ruled Ijaye with iron discipline, his laws firm, his vision unwavering. To him, tradition was sacred, and the old ways were not to be questioned. He believed in strength, in order, in the divine right of warriors to rule. He saw the changing times, kings who bowed to new influences, warriors who grew soft, and traditions that were cast aside in the name of progress. And he did not like it. The spark that lit the fire of war was not just about politics, it was about belief. When the Alaafin of Oyo died, the custom dictated that his son should not ascend the throne. Tradition demanded the sacrifice of the heir, but times were changing. The new Alaafin, Adelu, took the throne, breaking the sacred law that Kurunmi held dear. To Kurunmi, this was not just an insult, it was an abomination. A king who broke the law was unfit to rule. And if the king was unfit, then it was the duty of warriors to correct the course. So, he defied the new Alaafin, refusing to recognize his reign. And so, war came to Ijaye. It was not just a battle of armies, it was a battle of ideals. Kurunmi and his hardened warriors of Ijaye against the combined forces of Ibadan and Oyo, the old order against the new. Kurunmi's warriors fought with the fury of men who believed their cause was righteous. They held the walls of Ijaye, repelling wave after wave of enemy attacks. The muskets of Ibadan roared, but the spears of Ijaye struck deep. Smoke rose into the sky, screams filled the air, and blood soaked the earth. But the tide turned. Ibadan was relentless. Their numbers were greater, their weapons deadlier. One by one, the defenses of Ijaye crumbled. Kurunmi did not run. He did not surrender. He fought, blade in hand, even as the walls fell and his warriors lay dying around him. But war is unforgiving, even to legends. In the end, he was forced to retreat. The mighty Aare of Ijaye, once the terror of Yoruba land, now a lone warrior escaping the ruins of his city. But he did not die by the enemy's hand. Some say he drowned in the Ogun River while fleeing. Others whisper that he took his own life rather than face capture. His body was never found, but Kurunmi did not die in spirit. His name remained, his defiance remembered. To some, he was a stubborn warlord who refused to accept change. To others, he was the last great defender of tradition, a warrior who stood against the tide of time itself. One thing is certain, Aare Kurunmi did not bow, and in the stories of his people, he never will.